Masama bang lumaban para sa kalayaan? Masama bang ipagtanggol ang bayan laban sa pang-aabuso at pang-aapi? Masama bang magsalita para sa mga takot mga tuwiran? Kasalanan bang ilantad ang mga katiwalian na nangyari sa ating bansa? Krimen bang maituturing ang pagpapakabayani sa sariling bansa?
On July 1892, together with his guard, Captain Ricardo Carnero, Rizal arrived in Dapitan. Captain Ricardo, Jose Rizal and the other guard decided to bet on a lottery, and luckily they won 20,000 pesos. They divided the money among themselves, and Jose Rizal used the money that he received to purchase a land, which is 1 kilometer away from Dapitan, the place of Talisay. Rizal was highly popular in Dapitan, where he founded a hospital and a school for boys. It was here in May 1895 that he first met Josephine Bracken. She was barely 5'1", a perfect match to Rizal 5'4" height. Because of Josephine's charming and pretty face, Rizal fell in love. Even if he loved Josephine, he could not marry her because during those times, there was no civil wedding. The only way to wed was through the church, and if Rizal wanted to marry Josephine, he needed to retreat the content of his novels, and Rizal would not do that. So, he and Josephine went inside the church. While facing the crucifix, they promised to each other to love like a married couple. While Rizal staying at Dapitan, he wrote 3 poems, namely Hymn to Talisay, which is about his pupils in Dapitan to sing whatever the rendezvous under the Talisay tree. My Retreat. In this poem, Rizal described his exile in Dapitan, where from 1892 to 1896, he lived an exciting but fruitful life. My Last Farewell is a poem that tells us how beautiful the Philippines is and how Rizal wants us to learn from our past and to see the truth about how the world views us. On September 2, 1896, Rizal's trip going to Spain started, and he was not aware that he was being accused as the leader of the said uprising.
Don't deny it, Rizal. I know you are the leader of Katipunan.
From November 3 to December 29, 1896, Jose Rizal was held in the Fort Santiago barracks on the western side of Plaza de Armas, where he was sentenced to death for supporting brewing revolutions against Spanish rule. On December 25, 1896, the trial was held and all the evidence were presented to Governor General Camilo Polavieja. The Polavieja presented the documents to Lieutenant Colonel Togores Arjona. On December 29, 1896, the Governor General signed the decision that Jose Rizal would be executed at 7 a.m. in Bagong Bayan. December 29, 1896, a day before his execution, Dr. Jose Rizal was visited by his mother Teodora Alonso and his sister Lucia. They had a deep conversation. At 8 p.m. of the same day, Jose Rizal had his last supper and informed Captain Dominguez that had forgive his enemies, including the military judges that condemned him to die. At 7 a.m. on December 30, 1896, at Luneta, Manila, the 35-year-old patriot was shot in the back by a firing squad. He hesitated, turned halfway around to to face his executioners and fell on his back to face the Philippine sun.
Sa kahulugan at katwiran, sa halaga ng kalayaan, bayan sa lamig ng aking bayan, walang sa isipan, bayanin ng pagkakitaan, bayani, bayani,
O ang pag-ibig ko'y sa'yo, inang bayan. Ikaw ang siyang dalangin ko sa Diyos kailan pa man.
You were looking at me like you wanted to stay. When I saw you yesterday, I'm not wasting your time, I'm not playing no games. I see ya. Who knows the secret tomorrow will hold? We don't really need to know. 'Cause you're here with me now, I don't want you to go. You're here with me now, I don't want you to go. Maybe we're perfect strangers, maybe it's not forever.